up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I just finished um playing Spider-Man 2 last night. What a game. What an awesome game. I played the first Spider-Man, then I played Miles Morales. Now I just finished Spider-Man 2. This was absolutely crazy. I really enjoyed myself with this game. Um, so definitely I give this 4 out of 5 toodles. I give it 4 out of 5 only because towards the end I started to um experience some glitches. I would say 4.5 out of 5 toodles. 4.5 out of 5 toodles. Only because I experienced some glitches. There was this one side mission that I had to talk to a firefighter, and for some reason I just couldn't talk to him. Um there was another side mission where I was just getting on my nerves, so I didn't do it. It was the one with the drone. You had to follow the drone to download. So I can't. But when I first started playing this game, it definitely took me a lot to learn. It was a little bit harder because the fights that you experienced in this game, there were more people to fight or more things to fight. um I'm glad that I played the first two before getting to this one, because um it gave me a feel for what to expect. It gave me a feel for how to fight. It gave me a feel, to how to manage the controller, and what to do with the prompts and things like that, because I was completely lost. Like the first game that I played, the first Spider-Man game, that was the first time that I played anything like that. So it was a little difficult for me. Now in this one, you're playing as both Miles Morales and Peter. So it was really interesting the way that they would switch off the different moves that they had. Um, I really enjoyed watching, um, watching it. I'm trying to just grasp everything. So I really enjoyed watching them both do their own thing, and then watching them fight together. That was actually pretty cool when they would, fight, be at the same fight, but then they would kind of double up and slam somebody together at the same time. um I enjoyed doing the side missions. Only thing I didn't really like about this map is that I don't know if it's just me being picky or wanting things to stay the same, but I do realize that they did a little something with the map. I don't remember if in Miles Morales it was the same thing, but in the first game, whenever you accomplished or came across a side mission, it stayed on the map. Like it didn't disappear or anything. So you didn't really have to like place a marker on anything. I wish that it stayed that way because it made things a little easier for me to find on the map. That's just me. But that way I can see where everything is. Here with this map, you came across certain missions, but you didn't see everything at the same time. There was certain times where you did, and then other times where you didn't. I think the crimes would only pop up and then disappear after a while. Um, I don't know if the crimes did the same thing in the other two games, but it was fine. So let's get into the graphics. So the graphics in this game, again, were absolutely insane. I really enjoyed the suits. I didn't buy a lot of suits because I really wanted to focus on making sure that I, um, was powering up and completing missions and doing other things. There was not a lot of suits that I personally thought was that caught my eye, but there were a lot of cool suits. I think by the end, I collected almost all of them. The weapons were pretty cool. Their moves, their power moves were crazy. That was absolutely insane. So if I'm not mistaken, um, let's see, Lee, I believe, helped him out in this game with getting into Peter's head and letting him know that what happened to May um, wasn't his fault. So that was kind of cool that they made amends, Miles and Lee, and they worked together to help Peter. Um, and then he got like this superpower, which was absolutely crazy. So I definitely enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed his rage. That was crazy. So Peter turning into, well, Harry. So Harry has the Venom symbiote in him. And it's not bad at first, but then when it when they try to kind of take it away from him, it turns into bad. It turned into him saying we instead of me. And things got a little scary when it came to Venom. So that was absolutely crazy. So seeing Venom, that like the way that they had him, like I didn't grow up with the comics, so maybe a lot of you guys that did can tell me if this kind of, there were certain things in this game that came from the comics or not. But I really like the way that Venom looked. He looked nasty and scary and slimy, and it was gross, but totally cool. So eventually, Peter got an anti Venom suit. That was crazy. I actually think that I enjoyed playing Peter when he had the anti Venom suit. Even though I thought that everything that Miles had was good, but I think I had more. I felt, I don't know if this is just me, I felt a little more powerful with Peter and the anti Venom suit. Um, Not to take anything away from Miles, but I don't know. I just felt good about it. The gooey suit that he had, I don't know. It just looked a little weird. I wish they would have given him a little something different. I know it's supposed to look like symbiote or whatever, but I don't know. Like I just, it was just a little strange, but I was okay with it. So let's see, MJ. Once again, I didn't care enough to play as MJ. She had a few parts in this game where she had to use a shocker or a laser and take down guys and things like that. I don't know. It just didn't really do much for me. I guess I wish that she could have done more. I was okay towards the end when she had to, take down all the symbiotes or whatever to get through when she had the rock, but I didn't care to play as her enough, really. Um, Aside from that, I collected all of what's his name stones, so that was pretty cool. Having a storyline every time you picked one up was pretty cool. So then let's see. I'm trying to think. Aside from that, I don't talk about woke stuff. I don't get into the politics and technicalities of all this stuff, but it's very diverse. This game was diverse. I'll leave it at that. It was definitely diverse. So the ending, the fight with Miles and Peter and Venom was actually crazy. I thought that it was going to be harder than it was. It was a little tough to take down because I think he had like 3 phases, I think. And then he had wings. Like I had no idea that Venom had wings. Apparently, somebody told me in the comments on my live that that was something out of the comics. I didn't know Venom had wings. That was actually really creepy. When Miles and Peter were taking him down in the air was pretty cool when they both kind of flew up and hit him and finally got him down. That was pretty cool. It was a little sad to see that Peter had to do what he had to do to Harry, his best friend, and that was a little emotional. It kind of got me, but Miles saved the day and brought him back to life, which was pretty cool. So there's definitely 2 post-credit scenes for this game. Um, the first one, I believe I thought that Doc Ock was dead. This dude is in a cell somewhere. And then while Harry is laid up trying to recuperate, his father calls in and tells him to get the G serum ready, and I find out that that's the goblin serum. So we are definitely getting another game. There's definitely another game coming. There's got to be. And I was just like, man, like this is crazy. So this next game might be really, really, really crazy. So other than that, I heard some people say that MJ had the venom in her. I saw at one point where she got struck and she kind of looked at herself and was like, oh, ow. But I didn't see anything that they kind of focused on as far as her having the symbiote in her. So I don't know if that's something from the comics too, or if it's something that I totally missed. But other than that, for the most part, I did almost all the side missions. There's nothing really that I care to do unless there's like crime that I want to go rescue people from. But other than that, I had a really, really good time playing this, for sure. Like I really, really did. I enjoyed every minute of it. The graphics were great. The storyline was great. Um, you know, in this one, of course, they all look older. Miles has a girlfriend who is deaf, but their relationship seems to be seamless, which is cool. His mom is still cool. Um, so mom finally shows us who her person is, who she's been dating. And it's this Asian guy, and he brought his daughter over. And from what I am told, her name is Cindy. Cindy is from the comics, and Cindy is Spider Woman, I believe. From what I'm being told, I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me some insight on that. But anyway, I almost forgot to talk about Kraven. So Kraven wasn't as scary as I thought he was gonna be. He looks a lot scarier for the upcoming movie, which is live action. But here, he's got a whole squad of, I forget what they call them, but it's all his goons. They're all over the place. Um, they're not really hard to beat. I got I had to get used to the ones with the swords that you had to block. For a while I was getting a little beat up by them, but I didn't like them very much. But the other ones, they weren't hard to beat. They weren't hard to beat. I had to use a lot of stealth in this game for me, for the skills that I have and don't have. I felt like webbing these guys up discreetly was like the best way to get them. Um, then there were these other ones with Kraven's crew, these bigger guys. They almost looked a little like Vikings, but then, you know, towards the end of all that madness, we of course had to fight Kraven. Fighting Kraven was not bad. It wasn't super hard. It was just a little annoying because he kept moving around everywhere. Um, but I had to get a grip on how to beat him and what his tactics were. So there's that for Kraven. Great game. Had a great time playing it, and I cannot wait for the next one because, oh, there is another one coming. There's got to be. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed my review for Spider-Man 2. Let me know if you guys played, what you guys think. And let me know anything else that I may need to know, any things that I may have missed, little, you know, Easter eggs that maybe I may have missed. Leave your comments down below, and if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!